Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to my channel Vlog Talk, and it's always a pleasure to vlog and talk. Today guys, we're going to do a mini Bible study that I'm so excited about, and the topic is give your seed time to grow. Okay, so that is the topic for today. It is give your seed time to grow, okay? And we're definitely going to get into this Bible study. And thank you guys for tuning in. I know you made a decision to tune into my channel, and I just want to thank God for you. And I just want to let you know that I really appreciate you tuning in to my channel. You could have done other things anyway, but you did not. You tuned in. So let's get right into this Bible study. So first off, I want to say that sometimes we get so in a hurry to have this, and that we do not give our seed time to grow. We know that when we plant a seed, that it doesn't grow the same day. And for the gardeners out there, you know that this is the truth. So when we get ready to plant our seed, we know that it has to be, first of all, sowed in the right in good soil, excuse me. So it definitely has to be sowed in good soil. And don't forget about the sunlight and the water. Okay, don't forget the sunlight and the water, that is critical. And we can water and nourish our seed by calling those things that be not as though they were. And I talked about that many times on my vlog. So for those of you who have been watching and paying attention to my vlogs, you will know that. Okay, so just to get right into it, Mark 4:27 reads that day and night, whether he sleeps or gets up, the seed sprouts and grows, though he does not know how. So even though when we get ready to speak the word, we don't know how it's going to come to pass. We just trust. Okay, so we just trust God that it is so, it is done, because we're in the covenant of grace. Okay, so it's the covenant of done and not the covenant of do, which is the covenant of the law. So God had done it before we were even born. And just to know, piggyback off that, what he has done has nothing to do with us. Know how. God knows how. And I just want to give a testimony. When I was a child, my mom and my sisters and I, a bit of a situation, and we did not know how God was going to work this thing out. So we prayed and believed him and left it in his hands, because we had no idea how he was going to do this. And it came to pass that God had fixed that thing. And I was like, Lord, how did you do it? And he told me, don't worry about it. So you know me, well, you don't, but for those of you who know me, I'm like, let me just think about it. Let me just try to figure out how he did it. And I kid you not, trying to figure out how God worked this situation out gave me a headache, because it didn't give me the answer. It gave me a headache. Guys, leave it alone. How God does it is how he does it. We cannot figure it out how he does things. Just let it go, let it be. When it manifests the way he designed it to manifest, and sometimes you still don't know how. Don't worry about it. I'm telling you, you're not going to get nothing but a headache. Trust me. Okay, so we know it not how. So let's also check out the next verse, which is Mark 4:28. Where it talks about how it says that all by itself, the seed itself, produces, grain first, the stalk, then the head, then the full kernel in the head. And I'll read that again from a different translation. The King James Version says that, for the earth bring forth fruit of herself, first the blade, then the ear, after that the full corn in the ear. So he's telling us how process. He's talking about the process. So we have to give our seed time to grow. And also James 1:4-8, it says that let patience have her perfect will. So when God speaks of patience, to remain the same and do not change like the weather. Remain the same. I got faith today, I got faith tomorrow. That's what God is saying. And when you stay consistent with your faith, get ready for manifestation. Also, I wanted to talk about, I know I'm kind of around here, Matthew 8:8. Where the centurion told God to send the word only. Don't even come. Just speak the word only. So sometimes we got to learn how to speak the word only, which gives life to our seed. And what is the seed? Just let's think about it. What exactly is the seed? It's the word of God. So if we want that word to continue to grow in our spirits, we must meditate on it day and night, which is Joshua 1:8. And we're going to make our own ways prosperous. So I'm not just telling you guys this. I'm actually practicing what I'm providing to you guys, because I'm definitely not a preacher. So I'm just spreading information. And what good is having knowledge or wisdom, which is what I have? You know what I mean? What good is having wisdom if you refuse to share it? How would anyone know that you have it? So I just wanted to touch base on that. We have to give it sunlight. First of all, sow it in good soil. Give it sunlight and water, okay, so that the harvest can be great and overtake us according to Amos 9:13. Okay, I also wanted to point out Corinthians 3:6-9, where it says that the hand of God grows the seed. So God grows the seed, but we don't know how. Remember when I talked about Mark 4:28, where it talks about the blade and the corn in the ear and the full corn and all of that good stuff? Well, he's talking about that process. So we cannot be so in a hurry that we will be willing to mess up the process because we're so anxious. In fact, God says be anxious for nothing but everything prayer and supplication. And when we are anxious like that and we rush into things or rush things to manifest, we end up worse off than we started. It's like back to the drawing board. I know from experience that it is best to wait. When I say wait, I mean do what's necessary and be, at peace with it. Be at peace with what you're doing because you know that it's done. So have a peace within your spirit. Have peace within your spirit. So we definitely have to take our time. We definitely have to trust that all is well, okay? So that's all I have for today, guys. Comment below and let me know what you think of this mini Bible study. And as you know, guys, we walk by faith and never, ever, ever by sight. And make a decision to live under the covenant of the law or the covenant of grace. Proceed, time to grow. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share, like, and subscribe. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in to my channel, Vlog Talk. And it's always a pleasure to vlog and talk.